the next comedian coming to the stage. I can't help it. He's a music teacher in New York City. You can see him playing his upright organ, right? Please give a warm welcome to Randall Donovan, everybody.
Good, this is stuck. Okay, this is my impression of an atheist having an orgasm. An atheist having an orgasm. Oh my. Okay, this is my impression of an agnostic having an orgasm. Whatever. Wow, finally. Okay, so Randall Donovan is it's an old Celtic name. It means women's volleyball coach. All right, it's a stage name. Obviously, it's not my real name. But, you know, Randall Donovan, it's better than my last stage name, which was Jewy CK, you know? Kind of stupid, right? I don't know, you might recognize me from television. I was on Oprah twice. The third time she said, "Will you get off of me?" It's very embarrassing. Actually, I am Jewish. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just kind of here, dealing with it, and you know. But I always felt that Christianity was kind of like a cover band that got more famous than the originals. You know what I'm talking about? You know, we laid down the basic tracks, and they just added some background vocals, and now their numbers are much bigger than ours. It's really upsetting. You know, but we got even with them because we murdered their lead singer. So you know, fair is fair. You know, but I was jealous of the Gentile kids growing up. You know, because they always walking around with these perfect sounding names like Taylor Parker and Parker Taylor. Could be a boy's name. It could be a girl's name. You could reverse the order. Didn't matter, because their lives were always perfect. You know, whereas when you have a name like Hesh Rosenfeld, right, or Jason Steinberg, you know what that means. It means you actually have to study to get into Princeton. You know, let me tell you something. The rabbis at my Hebrew school were really strict. You know, they wouldn't let us listen to hip-hop music. But that's because, you know, it hadn't been invented yet. So, you know, I'll cut them a break on that. Also, later in life, I joined a Orthodox Jewish fraternity in college. Let me tell you something, man. We would party 24/6. You know, Yossi and Itzik, man, cats could get down. All right, let's talk about clickbait on the internet. That's all the internet is. It's just one big blob of clickbait, you know. This is my favorite one. I'm sure you guys have seen this one. 25 celebrities who haven't aged well. You know, it's kind of harsh, right? Kind of cruel. And you know who they always feature? They always feature Brigitte Bardot, one of the most beautiful women ever lived, you know, gorgeous film actress of the 50s and 60s. But, you know, give her a break. She's 90 years old. She subsists on a diet of croissants and Merlot, creme fraiche, you know. I tell you who hasn't aged well, and that's Amy Winehouse. No, but she never makes that list. It's not fair. It's all who you know in this business. This gets me so angry. I'm not cool. I used to be, but it's a lot of work, and I had to give it up. It's just kind of high pressure situation. You guys remember the coolest kid in high school? Of course not, because he's probably selling insurance somewhere. And the other thing about being cool is you need all these accessories, and it can get very costly. You know, you need the leather jacket and the cigarettes and the wraparound sunglasses and the banjo lessons and the mascara and the therapy and the methadone. Shit adds up, you know? All right, I am a school teacher, and I love working with kids. It's a lot of fun. It's much more fun than working with adults. The thing that's great about kids is when a child sees a teacher outside the classroom, they can't wrap their head around it. They get so excited. It's like, Randall, Randall, mommy, look, it's Randall. It's adorable, you know. And I feel the same way, you know, when I'm in the grocery store and I see my favorite stripper. Tiffany, hi. I drink that oat milk. Mommy, look. It's so adorable. It's not really adorable. Okay. Oh, yes, death. Death is a good subject. Every time a famous person dies, 100 people, maybe 1,000 people come out of the woodwork on Facebook, and they always post a picture of themselves with their arm around famous dead guy of the moment. And they'll always post something like, this is my buddy Nelson. He was a gentleman and a scholar. We got hammered at a Bennigan's in 1997. He loved corduroy pants. He dug my harmonica playing. Rest in power, Nelson, wherever you are, man. I love you. And I always think, wow, that's so beautiful. What a touching tribute to Nelson Mandela. All righty. Dating. You know, I think that I have a feeling that comedians are jealous of rock stars because, like, rock musicians can go on stage and they can start playing the riff of a song that they did 25 years ago, and everyone start applauding, you know, and no one's going to start applauding when yet another Jewish guy says, oh, dating is awkward, you know. I dated a math teacher for a while, you know. Every day a new problem with this woman, you know. Dated a chemistry teacher for a while. It was fun, but after a while the sex was kind of formula, you know. I got a million of these. I'm afraid to say. I dated this Brazilian woman, Esmeralda, I think, or Sally or something. Anyway, so Esmeralda, she told me she was training to be a bullfighter. You know, I immediately thought, red flag, you know, so had to get out of that one. Dated a magazine. Oh, that's stupid. That's hack. Oh, dear. Junior high. Oh, that was rough. I remember at my junior high was very unique because the class clown was also the school bully. Every day at lunch, he'd beat me silly. All right. Remember when monkeypox was just another Ben and Jerry's flavor? Remember when Mar-a-Lago was something you spread on a bagel? Remember when dog lovers kept it to themselves? Remember when vegans kept it to themselves? Remember when sober people, you get the idea. Remember when Jeffrey Epstein was just the name of your orthodontist? Remember when Lady Gaga was just another nickname for grandma? Remember when Instagram was something your Coke dealer would provide? Remember when a safe space was where you hid your girly magazines? Girly magazines, a blast from the past. Remember when being a white guy was just a misdemeanor? I miss those days. Remember when trans fat was... All right, I better not tell that joke. I might get in trouble. Thank you all. You've been lovely.